It's time to bop, 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 bop to the top, slip and slide, and ride that rhythm. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host, Connie, and today we are here for all things fabulous with Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. This is a donation reward, but it's actually from an anonymous source. And I'm not this isn't one of those cases where it's like, "Oh, I have a friend who wants to remain anonymous." No, I don't even know who this is from. I got a donation asking for this and I don't know who it's from. Um so yeah, they didn't specify. If they wish to specify in the comments, they can. But whoever requested this, Um, I assume you may have seen my reaction to my first impression reaction to High School Musical, the series, or I think I put up a video. Didn't I do a video like of my favorite High School Musical songs, or just ranking the songs or something? Um, because I know I have said on the channel before that that I've seen all of the High School Musical movies, but I never saw this, and I never saw the series. It was probably in the first impression to the first episode of the series where I said that. That would make sense. But yeah, this is something I've never seen. I've seen all three High School Musical movies, but never any of the, I guess you could say, expanded stuff. So it's actually kind of surprising too, because I like Sharpay and I like Ryan and Sharpay's songs and their character arcs in the movies. So it's kind of surprising that I've just never seen this. That I never sat down and watched it for whatever reason. Like the first two High School Musical movies, it is a Disney Channel original, and all I know about it is that it's centered almost entirely on Sharpay. I don't think Zac Efron or Vanessa Hudgens are even in it, and I have no idea if Lucas Grabeel is in it as Ryan, or if the same actors who played their parents in the second movie, and I don't remember if they were in the third, but at least the second movie. I don't remember if they're I don't know if they're here or not. I don't remember who the actors were offhand, at least by name. But it's also funny timing because, like, I'm wondering, mysterious anonymous person who donated for this, do you also watch the Real Rejects? Because they've been doing reactions to the High School Musical movies lately. They put up the first two already, and it's like I've been watching along with those because, of course, I have. But it's like, is that why you chose now to suggest this for me? I'm kind of curious about that. But this is interesting because I don't think I've had like a fully anonymous donation before. The person did not specify who they were. I didn't recognize the name on PayPal or anything. I'm not going to show it for privacy reasons, of course. Um, but yeah, it's like, and no one said anything anywhere. And I just thought, it's like, okay, this is different. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. And honestly, this is something I did kind of want to see anyway. So, um, yeah, it works out. um, so yeah, like I said, I don't really know much about this, but I'm very curious to see how it goes because like I said, I always liked Sharpay and Ryan. Ashley Tisdale's great, and hopefully the music should be just as good as I recognize it too. Now, there is one thing I do want to quickly look up, and I'm not going to look up spoilers or anything detailed. I want to check on something here that I'm just completely unclear on. Is this did Kenny Ortega do this movie too, like he did the High School Musical movies? From what I'm seeing, no. Says it was directed by Michael Lembeck. I'm not sure who that is. And written by Robert Horn. Yeah, I'm not seeing his name anywhere on here. So I guess Kenny Ortega didn't really have much of anything to do with this spinoff, specifically. That's not like completely like unexpected. Um, it's just, yeah, it is a little disappointing because Kenny Ortega's choreography and music was part of what made the High School Musical movies great. So I'm a little worried now. Maybe I shouldn't have looked that up, but I like I said, I didn't look up anything else, so I don't know what the plot of this is at all. I don't know when this takes place in regards to like the High School Musical trilogy. I don't know what to expect here. But I will say right now, I could not find a version of this that's like I could get downloaded because for some reason, FileMoon, which usually is good for downloads, hasn't been like connecting. Like there's been some network error whenever you try clicking on the download thing for FileMoon things. So I haven't been able to get a version of this downloaded. So we're just watching offline. We're watching off of a player, so if there's any lag or other issues, I apologize ahead of time. Yeah. So, all of that being said, we are going to get into this and see what this movie has in store. So, let us get this going. When the screen fades to black, pause this read. Before we do, I almost forgot to mention that we have a bunch of other shows and stuff on the channel if you're interested in checking those out. Every day of the week, Monday through Friday, we do 2 shows each day. On Mondays, we also do YouTube reactions, and on Wednesdays, we are currently doing gaming streams for Momodora Moonlit Farewell. Though, we are going to be finishing that up pretty soon, maybe even this week. Well, by the time you're seeing this, might have finished it up already. Because I got to remember, I'm pre-recording this on Tuesday. You're seeing this on Saturday. So yeah, it might already be finished. But we will be moving into PS5 stuff soon. So that's pretty exciting. We also do movie reactions, just like this one, posted every Saturday and Sunday. As I mentioned, I do pre-record them during the week. Just for sake of ease and because it's the best time for me to record. We also have some various other content show up on the channel every now and again, from AMVs to countdown lists and more. Things are always changing up and shifting, so there's always something on the channel that people can get into. No matter what you're into, there's something here for you. So, now, that being said, let us get this going. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the movie. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in once again, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, apparently, I found out while reading in between that there was an extra scene that was only in the television version, and when this movie was on Netflix. It's not anymore. It's on Disney Plus and stuff now. But apparently there was a scene that was added into those 2 showings of it that had Ryan return. Ryan returned. It's like at the very end of the movie during the credits and everything. And he just celebrates with Sharpay their mutual success. Because Ryan apparently has been touring the country with his own musical and everything. So yeah, they're sharing in each other's success, and Ryan ends up getting closed up in her bed. Um, it's a cute little scene. I watched it on YouTube. Um, and it has them like doing their vocal warm ups and everything with each other. It's fun. It's cute. But yeah, this movie surprised me, but not in the way that you might think. When this movie was starting, and probably for a good portion of the early part of it, I was really worried because I was like, I'm watching this like for this early portion of the film, and I'm thinking like, this isn't that good. The music, the choreography, just the way everyone's even speaking feels very off to me, and I don't know how to explain why. I don't know how to express like what it is about it that felt off, but something about it felt off. Something about it felt really weird to me. And then the part comes where she heads to New York and everything. And from that point, things start progressively improving to the point where at the end, it's like, this is good. Like, I am invested in this. But it takes a bit to get there. And again, like I said, it progressively climbs that mountain. At the beginning, it's not that good. In fact, it felt like a shameless cash grab just to, build on the name of High School Musical. It's like, oh, we released the three movies. Let's do this shameless cash grab spin-off. But as it continued along, I started getting more invested. You started seeing Sharpay have this chemistry with Austin Butler's character. You have this rivalry with this 12-year-old kid that is absolutely silly, but in a really fun way. The entire puppy love thing. And of course, you have Amber Lee being just the absolute fucking worst. And it's like, yeah, it's not High School Musical level. It's not on the same level as the High School Musical movies. But I never really expected it to be. At the same time, the point we're at the end is what I kind of expected the whole movie to be like. So it's like I'm kind of mixed on it, I guess you could say. Like, because by the end, hell, even a good amount of time before then, it's really good. But the early parts, it takes so long to get to the good stuff. And there's like some good sprinkled throughout, even in the bad parts. But a lot of it just isn't quite the same as what I expected, or as what I, hoped, I guess you could say. And that kind of comes down to the fact that it is, different writer, different director, different choreographer. A lot of it stands out that it's different. And in some ways, it helps the movie sell what it's trying to sell. And in some ways, it doesn't work quite as well. Because Kenny Ortega is just... He made those movies, the High School Musical movies, so damn good. Along with the actors and everything else, Kenny Ortega's work on those movies are part of what made them so great. So, having things be so notably different did, cause some issues here. But when it really did start to improve, it really did improve. Like I said, it hooked me in. It got me invested. And yeah, there were definitely things that were very key to showing how much Sharpay was changing. Even her clothes. And that's really, really cool to see that it was done kind of subtly, to the point where I didn't even realize it at first. Like I said, I liked the chemistry. I liked the villain. I thought she was like a realistic, good villain for this kind of film. Um, and the music, they used a lot of like real music, like actual songs in here, instead of just doing like original tracks like I'm kind of used to with High School Musical. So that was interesting. But there were some original songs in this, such as My Boy and Me and everything and The Rest of My Life. Um, so at least there's that. It wasn't completely um new, or it wasn't completely old stuff. There was some new stuff in it too. Let me see here. Oh, also, I wanted to point this out. The Walking on Sunshine version they used was the Allie and AJ version, which that's always great. Allie and AJ are fantastic. But the version of Baby that they played, normally by Justin Bieber, that was Lucas Grabeel. That was Ryan's actor. Lucas Grabeel actually had a song credit for this. He did the version of Baby. So that's really fun too. And of course, the fabulous in the end credits was Ashley and Lucas and everything. Um, so yeah, that's really fun that Lucas was the one doing the cover of Baby there. I knew it sounded different. Like I'm not a Bieber fan. I'm not a believer, but I've heard the song because who hasn't? And I knew it sounded different. Some of the runs were different and some things like that. Plus, it didn't quite sound like Bieber. So I wanted to look that up in between, and that's when I noticed it was Lucas Grabeel. Because I didn't check during the credits, I guess. um, yeah. I also like how this shows um, Sharpay's development from the movies has stuck with her, but she's still Sharpay, and I think that's important that she hasn't lost her confidence and character. She's just become, a lot nicer of a person. And she points out how she wouldn't want to be like Amber Lee, but she was, and that's a big part of this. Amber Lee is a reflection of who Sharpay used to be. And her disgust with Amber Lee is perfectly reflective of how far Sharpay as a character has come, how much she's changed, and how much better she's become as a person. I really love that aspect of this film. The visuals were on point. Ashley Tisdale was great as always. Like she has always owned this role. And Austin Butler, I don't think I've really seen him in much because I never saw that Elvis movie. But he was great in this. He did a great job. Also, the director and writer of the play, so ridiculously silly, but I kind of loved that. I kind of thought that was really funny. And this kid, it's like Countess's owner. It's just like, okay, this sassy 12-year-old is kind of fun to watch. Yeah, I know him from that Good Luck Charlie show, which I'd seen some episodes of randomly. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun. It took a bit to get going, but once it did get there, it stayed there and even continued to get better. So I can appreciate that, if nothing else. Um, so yeah, I really like this. Um, but I'm a little mixed on how it started. So mostly good, mostly good. um, as for the anonymous donator, if you wish to remain anonymous, feel free. That's your right. You have every right if you don't want to let yourself be known for whatever reason. But if you want to reveal yourself in the comments below or in the Discord, feel free as well. I would be interested to know who donated for this. But again, if you want to remain anonymous, please, you have that right. That's all good. I'm not going to force you to reveal yourself. But thank you nonetheless, because I have put this movie off for a long time, pretty much since it came out, and I just never got around to seeing it, and now I finally can say I have. So again, thank you so much for donating, and thank you to everybody for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time. Oh, wait. Before we go, I almost forgot. I was kind of lost in everything. I almost forgot. We have other stuff on the channel. I want to promote this real quick. We have 2 shows every day of the week, Monday through Friday. On Mondays, we also do YouTube reactions. And on Wednesdays, we are currently streaming, or we have been streaming. By the time you're seeing this, it might be done. Momodora Moonlit Farewell. Though we will be beginning PS5 stuff soon. We have movie reactions just like this every Saturday and Sunday, and occasionally some other videos will pop up on the channel too. That all being said, now I will see you all next time.